It's fine. Everything's fine. We've never been late. We're always on time.
Never ever.
We've never, in the 2 years we've been doing this, for sure, never been late.
Man, I don't even have the schedule yet. Well,
I mean, some of us have been no-shows, but no one's ever been late, I think.
Some of us. Literally. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can hear myself in the background.
no.
That's weird.
no.
My voice. I hear it echoing.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm sorry for that.
Alright, the announcement is out. We're just waiting
Yeah,
for
no,
people to
that's
join
good.
now then. Concurrent viewers, 1. I'm assuming that's you, Kathy.
That's me.
Oh, 2! The number
That's
just
me.
jumped.
Wow.
Oh. No. See, we have Ludastar here.
Oh, okay.
We have a person.
A person is here.
I don't know why that's not reflected in our numbers. Hi! We're just hanging out waiting for people to trickle in. Let's see if we can reach our usual minimum of 5 viewers before we start talking about the chapter itself.
Minimum, sometimes maximum.
Minimum,
But we do
sometimes
what we
max.
do.
You know what? We're
We
here.
We have fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're here to have fun and chat and, whatever. And maybe get drunk
our
later,
minds.
Yeah, don't mind me sounding tired. I'm just tired.
Okay.
And depressed, but mostly tired.
Oh my god.
Well, you've been steeped in some depressing media for the past little while.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, the last 2 hyperfixations have been basically full angst.
Full angst. 100% dark humor.
Yeah. But it's funny,
The
though.
last word?
I've been having a good time. It's fine.
Mhm.
Angst is fine as long as it's entertaining.
I have a really dark sense of humor.
All right. I have water.
Oh my god.
I have chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
I want chocolate.
Then get some chocolate.
I don't want chocolate.
Why don't you have chocolate? Tell your grandma to get you chocolate.
Why did that pause all thought processes?
I just don't think that would work.
Hey,
Maybe
guys,
no.
Americans just DoorDash some chocolate anyway.
What if
DoorDash some chocolate.
what if I text your grandma and say get Nest chocolate?
Don't.
I could.
Don't. It's gonna be like, why did Emmy just text me to get you some chocolate? Are you having a mental breakdown?
Just knocking on your door. Are you okay in there?
Oh my god.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome to our chat.
Why is Brandon pretending to be friendly right now?
I don't know. He always does that in the podcast chat.
So we're pretty excited to talk about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey everyone. Shut.
We're not being mean to Brandon, I swear. This is just how we interact.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is our friend group. Just normal. This is how we talk.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's friendly banter.
This friendly bullying?
Banter.
Canadians can't bully people.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Bullying doesn't exist in Canada. That's
banter.
That's for sure a fact.
Bullying doesn't. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Definitely. I'm for sure that doesn't happen up here. All right, we're almost 5 minutes in. Should we just get started and let people show up when they show up?
Yeah,
we should probably do that.
All right. Well, we don't have a lot of people here, and the ones who are here know who we are, so I'm not going to bother with intros.
Hooray!
Hooray! We are here. You know who we are. Brandon, you know who we are.
Yippee! I don't think Brandon knows who we are.
You know what? You're right. Brandon, for your sake, we're going to introduce ourselves. Hi, I am Emmy.
Should I even introduce myself?
Over here,
I feel like
we have
I feel like
Kathy.
I
I
don't
don't know
have
if
to
you've met your
introduce
wife,
myself.
but
I don't know if he's met the person he's known since middle school.
I don't know.
Either, so.
But this is Ness. I don't know if you know each other, but yeah.
God.
So now that we're all acquainted, we can get into the chapter. TBHK,
Yippee!
new chapter. All I see is the Lethal Company bugs running across.
Yippee! Yippee!
Ah,
Okay,
anyways,
okay. Serious mode.
what were our predictions last chapter? I kind of
As if I remember.
yeah.
We don't remember those things.
We never
But you
remember
know what?
those. We
You're
leave it up to the
probably
viewers
wrong.
to remember.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what? That's all we have to know is that they were probably
All
wrong.
Mm,
all one, all two viewers that actually religiously watch the podcast, right?
nah, it's okay. We'll get more later, maybe, probably. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
care.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care either.
What I do remember is that last chapter we were talking about whether this world was real or not. Like
Yes,
if something had really
that is
happened
true.
to change the timeline. The timeline has definitely changed.
Yes, yeah.
That is pretty
Mhm.
confirmed now. Although
And
I'm
what has
liking what
happened is actually set in stone.
mhm.
Until some other changes happen. So it's not a dream.
Not a dream. It is not a dream for sure. It is for real happening, much
Which
to
I'm kind
Akane's
of
dismay.
happy about, though. I'm
Yeah.
happy it went that way.
Yeah, I'm glad we're going the yeah, it's real for this route.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
But
not so perfect a world, it looks like, which I'm also very happy about.
Yep.
You can change the past all you want, you can't just fix everything by changing one thing.
I don't
Idiots.
know. Things are. I mean, I will get into it, but I think Nene needs to like calm down. To be honest, like things are working out for her in this world, and she's
What?
like, no,
It doesn't
I want.
matter. She's
She
lost
just
her
wants a
voice
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Yeah, that's the real important part. You know how hard she worked to finally get a boyfriend? It took so much. She went through so much shit to get that boyfriend. Oh no,
Mostly
she's not
because
letting
of
that
said
go.
boyfriend.
True.
But still, she
Ah,
got the boyfriend, kind of.
typical boys moment. So much trouble.
She got the boyfriend in spirit. Because he's a.
Never mind that
I
she had
get
a
it. I
limited
get it. It was
lifespan.
good.
Never mind that their lifespan's literally less than a year. But ghost boyfriend is
Nah,
apparently
Yeah,
that
it
was
goes
the
boyfriend.
important part. What's the point in living a long life if you don't get a ghost boyfriend?
Yeah.
I swear these high school girls and their priorities. What you doing?
Okay.
All
I
right.
think we can get into the chapter now.
Yeah,
For real this
jumping
time.
into the chapter.
Alright, I'll start the summary. So this is the drunk bath salt cannellations that I'm going to be reading from. And it starts with this man here. He's apparently a school teacher.
We know
From the
who
same
he is.
school.
Come on.
Who is this man? Who
Might not
is this
be who we
man?
think he is. Yes, even the book doesn't know who he is. Come on, guys.
The book
So
knows who he is.
so he's walking past and he overhears some girls in the classroom, and they're apparently speaking of a rumor. And this rumor, they have to stand facing away each other, and this would help them connect to the other world, the gate to the other world, and that would summon a spirit that you have to then play with, and that spirit would then answer any of your questions that you have. And for some reason, this makes this man smile or smirk a little bit. I don't know why. You don't know why. None of us know why. But we don't
None of
even
us
know
know
who this
anything.
is.
Yeah, none of
Yes,
us know
we
anything
don't
about
know.
anything.
But something I wanted to take note of here is that they said that they summon them, so it's probably a plural, um, no multiple spirits that they want to summon. But after that, um, yeah, this guy walks away, and then we're now in the present world where Nene is choking somebody out. She apparently chose violence against Akane.
Shows
Does he
what?
deserve it? Does he not deserve it? We don't know. We'll get into that.
Okay,
And it
look,
all depends on person.
I really do love that Nene's immediate reaction is just chokehold Akane. It's like she ran in there and just grabbed him by the collar. You're taking after Teru's example too much there, Nene, but it's funny. It's her little girl boss moment. She just walks in
Yes,
and lifts
yes.
this boy by the collar completely off the ground.
I love that. Like, how are you so strong, girl? What?
I know, right? I was the first thing I was thinking of.
Oh my god.
Uh,
But
oh, that's good.
yeah, she apparently she redoing her memories, which is why she's so obsessed with Akane here, and this is why he's in this situation. She's trying to squeeze some answers out of him. Um, she's now the most popular girl. She doesn't know what's going on in this world, and Hanako, which is seems to be the important part, is nowhere to be found.
That is
And
the
so doesn't
important
know
part.
who she is.
It really
That's
is.
the important part. Uh,
I
so
love her priorities though. What is this world? Nothing's disrupted the festival. Ko doesn't know who I am, and Hanako's nowhere. I'm like, those are all your priorities right there. It's like,
everybody cares about what they care about.
yeah, that's pretty great.
So, and then he actually hits the nail on the head this time, saying that it's the plot pieces. Wow, nice,
Wild.
nice, intelligent guess there, meaning not very obvious at all. And yeah, so
But you
Teru,
know what? She gets points for guessing correctly. Because it was pretty damn obvious that baby Tsukasa was not Hanako's descendant, too. And she didn't get that one.
didn't get that one at all. But there's some little funny banter between Akane and Teru, but then they get into him Akane actually explaining to Nene what happened. The butterfly effect seems to be what formed this world. The changes in the past could be minor, could be major, but all we know, it caused a permanent change in this current world. And um, there's just a whole debate between supernaturals being the enemies of humanity because of this. Because I mean, that whole solution is just bizarre, right?
Yep.
But they don't care. And Akane goes into it saying that once they decide to alter the past, there's no this is the other members are number one, Taku and Narai. There's no one that can stop them, and they didn't Akane's reasoning into why he, even though he couldn't stop them, he just went along with it so casually because he actually wanted to be um someone there who could change the past um or go back in time in case anything happened
I
that
love
he didn't really
Teru's
like him
casual
right now.
racism here. You know, his
Yeah.
it's supernaturals for you, enemies of humanity. I also think it's funny that, you know, Teru and Nene have the same immediate reaction of, "Oh, that's awful." Like, why would you what? That's terrible. Why would you do that? Like,
Tara's much
Like
more casual about it, though.
uh,
That's
I
pretty
don't
cruel,
know.
huh?
I don't know if it is true because compared to where they were going before, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I might just see things differently.
it's like it I well, when you think about it, it's a really drastic solution for a problem. It's like, in like Final Fantasy VII when they decide to kill 6 people by dropping an entire section of the city on another section of the city. It's a little bit overkill, you know? It's a slight overkill.
Yeah, jeez.
Like they just literally decided to get rid of one person, Sukasa, like get rid of the Sukasa problem by altering the entire course of history.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only
No.
way.
Yeah. It's a bit much.
And I guess that just shows how out of touch they are with human beings, really. I guess that's
Yeah.
all it shows.
Hmm.
But I personally think Akane made the right decision. It was his only decision because apparently they could have just found somebody else to replace him, some other human choice, who's willing to listen to their every command, right?
They would have. They would have just
Mhm.
gone out into the crowd and like coaxed one person into doing what they want.
Manipulate one person into doing what.
Yep.
So yeah, and then the next kind of after this, I won't lie, I got so many heart attacks because I saw Key. So I know.
No, this is not our precious Kikun. This is his
uh,
cousin Ki-chan.
Yes,
This is
it took me
Ki-chan, not Kikun.
it took me less than a second to recognize that, but the heart attack still happened,
it's so
right?
funny.
But we take those, right? We take.
We take those.
Um,
You know, it is a key.
Yeah. So the viewers will all know that, when the chapter comes that finally brings back the key, Kathy may not be there for the podcast because
Yeah,
heart
she might
attack.
be dead.
Died of a heart attack.
This is just the prelude, okay?
It's just reminding us of Kikun's existence.
Yeah. Sure reminded Kathy, apparently.
oh, I didn't even write.
Good one, Ida Euro. Good one. I like
Yeah,
that they're on our
nice,
side.
nice. Well played, well played.
But yeah, so he apparently after he puts the key on the table, says that this is actually the key to going back in time. He would have did there that fun. Yeah. Mm. Um, no one laughed. Oh my god. Okay.
What? I couldn't hear what you're saying because you're a bit muffled.
You are a bit muffled. I don't know if
I
you've.
was saying that the key to go into the past, but let's move on from that. Anyways,
I'm muffled again.
Discord cut you
like,
off and doesn't want us to hear.
It was like what I was saying was the keys. But anyways.
okay, just it's not meant to happen. Maybe Discord is preventing me from embarrassing myself. That's what it's doing. Okay, let's move on.
Oh my
So,
god.
the key is the key to the big clock, and that's how they it allows them to leave through time. And like I mentioned before, he kept it on him so that he could use it as a safety net to fix things in the past in case they didn't like the present. But it won't be easy to do because, and as it stands, Akane has no intention of going back in the past either.
Oh, the terror
Um,
reaction again.
yeah.
It wouldn't be easy, but I'm not hearing a no.
The little heh.
Mm, so yeah, he just takes the key from him, as Teru does.
His face.
Yay, solution.
Happy.
So yeah, Akane doesn't have any intention of, as it stands right now at this present moment,
In
of
this
going back
second.
into the past. In this present second of going back to the past, because there are no problems, no major issues with this world apparently. And then,
There's no
as
major
soon as he
issues.
said that, the major issue appeared. Right?
Walked through the door.
Walked through the door. And I'm like, this is way too on point for this not to be a disaster for Akane.
I was
I'm
so
sorry.
excited, like when Aoi peeked in at that exact moment. I'm like,
oh my
yes,
God.
what is she gonna say? What's gonna happen?
Oh
This is
no.
gonna destroy
Yeah.
Akane. I know it.
So apparently she was around looking for Nene because she ran off after the play. And Akane explains actually that Aoi doesn't have her memories from the previous world, and there is a possibility that she could get it back, but she would just need something to jog her memory. But Akane, this looks like such a puppy face that he's putting on here.
It was a
I
little
think he knows
sad
it's for the
puppy.
best that he doesn't jog her memory.
Although the fact that they brought that up as a possibility means it probably will happen at some point.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
whatever jogs her memory, I suspect something will.
and I mean, Akane's got to do something, right? At this point. But um, so yeah, Akane, Aoi, yeah, Aoi actually calls Teru-kun. And this catches everyone's attention because she didn't refer to Teru, this familiarity with this much familiarity, in the world before,
Mhm.
in the previous timeline. So Akane is freaking out. The lines in his face are getting less distinct. Um,
Like literally, he's becoming less defined.
and I always explaining to Teru that you're supposed to walk my mom around the festival, but you stood her up. Um, and
Teru, that's so
Akane,
rude.
mm, Akane wants Aoi to repeat what she called Teru because I mean that's apparently the way she's been calling Teru since they were kids. Um, and Teru's smile here is just Teru just has the most opportunistic smile ever.
Opportunistic,
In
that's a
this,
good word for it. I wasn't sure what
it's
word to
like,
use, but it's like he's like that's him. I can hear his laughter in in his mind right now going for sure the full maniacal laughter is going on.
Oh god.
but Teru's asking what kind of relationship do we have again, which is honestly, I would be offended personally if I got this question. Like, there's no circumstance you could ask this question, but Aoi just goes along with it. um, and she explains with Akane's heart in his hand that they are
He's about to throw up his heart.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are apparently engaged. Teru and Aoi are engaged in this timeline, and something, some Japanese kanji word here, hits
It
Akane
means
It's the
because
word
engaged.
for engaged, yeah.
Yeah.
throws engaged. Okay, okay,
It's
that's
like
what this is.
he's getting
Yes,
smacked in the face by her words.
by the
Literally.
engaged word. And then apparently engaged, remember,
He's
question mark also slaps him
he's
in the
getting
air.
beat up by
Giving
it, and
He
then
was
he
beaten up
explodes.
by that entire sentence, completely KO'd. Oh, it just unleashed her
I
ultimate
love
attack on
I
him,
love
and he's
how
out.
I love how Aoi and Teru are like you can see like their clothes and their hair being affected by the wind from the explosion.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
like they're like, yeah, that explosion is happening. They're all feeling
Oh my
that.
god. That's so funny.
Nene is clinging to her monkey.
She's like, oh god.
Oh god.
But Teru
Oh
doesn't
god.
question it at all. He goes along with it. And then he goes back to Akane to rub it in his poor little face.
Still alive, he
Very.
says.
Mhm. And Aoi, Akane realizes that Aoi is engaged the devil. It's at this point that a major issue occurred in this world because apparently he couldn't stand it for a second longer.
Immediate 180 on his opinion. And it's like 2 seconds ago, he's like, oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this world. We should probably keep it like it is. And oh, it comes in, oh, yeah, I'm engaged to this guy. It's like, no, death to this world. This is the worst timeline. Revert, revert, revert.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
But after Akane runs out, he comes back 15 minutes later, apparently unsuccessful, because after he went to try the big clock, he couldn't figure out where exactly they changed time. And Nene was saying, couldn't you just go back to the own timeline? So explaining it doesn't work that way. You'd have to find exactly what the clock keepers changed. When they went back into the past and then revert that change or prevent that change in order to get the original timeline
Mhm.
that they came from. You can't change anything by normal because you might create a new timeline because of that.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
gosh.
Like they're talking about it very specifically that they're going to have to go into the past. Like they're basically
Right?
confirming that that's what they're
I'm so
going to do.
excited. Ah, yes.
Yeah, this is a whole arc that they're setting up here. Maybe the longest arc that could come out of this, but we'll see.
Ouch. Don't kill my soul like that. We've been doing this for 2 years. How many more years? How many more?
Oh gosh. Well, I don't want the manga to end.
True.
It's gonna be a
I
sad
don't want
day.
that.
But I don't want this
It's going to be
arc to
sad
last
whether
5
it ends or
years.
not. It's going to be sad whether it ends or not, to be honest. It's going to make us sad with everything going on in the manga, and then when it ends, it's going to be sad. So
Yeah, but I'm
it's a
probably gonna
lose-lose.
like bawl my eyes out when it ends.
At least there'll
Like,
be closure.
no more of these characters that I love. Oh,
All right,
be so
let's not
sad.
talk about the depressing end of time in the future and come back to this time shenanigans.
So so Teru is saying that apparently they can figure out their next course of action based on information that Akane shared. But yeah, that involves them going back in time, and they have to be careful doing that. So um their next course of action seems to be that they're going to have to discover exactly what clock will change.
Which, you know,
And
makes me
then
think how closely were they listening to everything going on in that courtroom? It's like I don't really trust Nene to be smart, but if Nene
Mhm.
were thinking about it and thinking what happened in that courtroom, she should know because she does know enough about Hanako to be able to like guesstimate, go back to the right time.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
true.
but
She's
this
the key.
is
She's like the key person here, actually.
She
oh,
is.
she's the key person.
She is the key person.
Is she?
In fact, she has a key. Maybe it's a
Please, guys,
She's
hint.
come
the
on,
key
come on,
person
please,
because she has the key.
please, guys, come on.
Yeah. I don't know if Nene knows dates specifically. I'd say the smartest course of action for her, if she's gonna be smart about it, would be to go to Spider Sensei and ask
We're
him
Yeah,
directly.
assuming we're
definitely.
assuming that it is going to be smart about this.
I don't trust Nene to be smart, but she should go talk to Spider Sensei.
She
She
should.
really should.
She should. She should. I don't know if Nene fucking Hanako's descendant Yashiro will fucking go to Spider Sensei though, if that's the smart thing to do, you know.
I
I don't
think
trust her to do the smart thing.
I think
He's got
Nene
no
needs
faith.
to first realize that Hanako didn't die in this timeline. Like, she needs to learn that he was a teacher at the school somehow, and then she'll ask Spider Sensei about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would make more sense. She needs like a direct reason to go to him.
She needs a huge hint in neon lights pointing her in the direction she needs to go.
True.
Oh man.
I'm
I love
sorry,
her,
Nene.
but oh my gosh.
You really just you messed it up once, and you can't come back from that. I'm sorry.
No, it was a really bad blunder. You just can't.
But once again, Teru rubs it into Akane's face that he's going to go spend time, go on a date with his fiancee.
I
Supposedly getting to know the world better.
I
Um,
love the difference between how Akane like sees Terra versus how he actually looks.
Oh yeah, the way they draw him here is so funny. He's just this like
yeah.
happy-go-lucky, like he's skipping forward, and then he sees the demon lord behind it.
Akane sees Teru how he really is.
And
Yep.
then Akane sees Aoi give him this like blank look, like just dismissive,
Yeah,
like, okay,
I
goodbye.
don't know what that look is. I don't know if that look says,
I don't know.
maybe there's something more to this
I don't.
guy.
It doesn't. Doesn't look blank to me. It looks more wistful.
Hmm.
Yeah, it also looks like, why is this creepy guy calling me my name? And why is he calling me Chang? You know?
You
It's
never
a
really know with
I don't
Aoi.
know.
It's
You
hard.
never know. Yeah. I mean, like considering that her and Teru are in an arranged marriage, that kind of changes a lot of things. It's like not their choice per se.
Yeah.
true.
So yeah,
Apparently
she gives him a look and he slumps over in defeat. He has been murdered. Akane is
mhm,
dead. He turned to paper and
he's
floated to
deflated.
the ground.
He's
Yep.
deflated.
And Nene calls his name, gives him a blank smile, and then leaves.
The
No
blank smile
concern
is so funny.
whatsoever.
Are you alright?
No concern.
Akane-kun?
I'll just leave it there.
Okay, I'm going.
Got better things to do right now. But Akane, he's left alone in the room now. He's looking up at the key, and he's just wondering if you know, he's just saying that changing the past is a very supernatural way of doing things, and if he can really accept this outcome, because they need to realize that he doesn't like the outcome either. Well, suddenly
Obviously.
he doesn't like the outcome of this
Very
world.
obviously.
Um,
Like, he hates that. He finally had Aoi as an almost girlfriend. Like,
So
God.
close.
Took him so many years to reach that point, and boom, rewritten the entire world.
I love that it's pretty clear that Teru is like pushing him into basically doing what he wants
Oh,
by
yeah.
taking advantage of this. It's so funny.
Like, the second he realized that he had
yeah.
this over him, he's like, perfect. I will dangle
Perfect.
this
This is
carrot for
exactly
all
what I
it's
needed.
worth.
Oh god.
Just a little motivation.
Like, perfectly done. Teru knows how to get what he wants.
Yep.
Hmm. But he's wondering, even though he's not happy with this, if this is the only way to curb things, and the whole school getting eaten by demons. But then he remembered the key enemy um in all of this, Sakasa Yugi, and he has to make sure that he's gone once and for all.
The real
Which I
demon
said,
lord in all of this.
yeah, the more terrifying one.
Yep. Teru's
So,
just an imagined demon lord.
mhm.
It's not like he ever does anything.
I know, right? Which is why I don't. Although Teru sometimes tends to be someone who you kind of rely on to have the most information about things. I don't think he's going to end up doing the most work in this. I
I
don't
mean,
think he's going to come up with something very useful.
Oh no,
what
not a
he's doing
chance.
right now is just manipulating Akane into complying with them.
Yeah, that's his
By
contribution in
taking
this
advantage
entire
of
arc
the
might just
circumstances.
be pushing Akane into being
But
cooperative.
that's still nothing. Oh my god, it's still nothing. If you think about it.
It
Yep.
technically is something. It is a thing.
God.
It's not much of a thing, but it is
He's the
a
Not
one
thing.
who
much, but
came
it
up
is
with
a
the
thing.
plan. He's the one who came up with the plan that said, okay, we need to go out there, we need to get to know this world better. And he's gone on a date.
Well, what
He's gone
better
on a
way to
date.
get to know this world better than by
No,
going out
no,
there on a
And what
date?
better
go
way
out
to
and
get Akane to
investigate
do
the
what he
world.
wants?
No,
He's
I
multitasking.
mean,
Yeah, he's multitask. Look at that.
oh my god,
Wow.
listen.
Look, always gonna be a great source of information for him, because now he gets to, learn more about what happened with his family.
True.
Yeah.
Because
And
clearly their
that helped
families are
save
pretty
the world
close,
how?
considering they're in an arranged engagement.
And this is definitely a strategic move on his part, and not just him
No, it's
being
not.
entirely spiteful, for sure.
Oh yeah,
He
definitely
needs to
not.
listen. His top priority right now needs to be exactly what Akane is doing, and getting to know the Sikasa Yugi guy who he has ignored all this time, even though he's the
Tsukasa, who's
main
that?
adversary of the book. Right?
Who's
He needs
Tsukasa?
to go out and investigate who this Tsukasa Yugi person is, and if he's actually dead, instead of going on a little date. Okay,
Tsukasa
that's
who?
what he needs to do.
Who's that?
God. Yeah,
He
Tara
has
only hates
been
Hanako. Who's
useless.
Tsukasa?
Yeah, who's Tsukasa?
God.
He's-
Alright.
Anyways,
Anyways.
God. Um,
Oh god.
yeah, so where was I? Yeah. So Akane is going to check on Tsukasa Yu to see if he's still around and if he's doing making any trouble. And then unfortunately switch to some high school girls again. They're always the troublesome ones
Of
in
course.
this story.
Oh,
And
come
they're in
on.
this
Didn't you
isolated
summon a few demons when you were in high school?
no.
Well, you had a boring high school experience
Yeah,
then. I can't believe you didn't
boo.
summon any demons. God, that's such a
Tomato,
typical
tomato.
thing to do
The
in high
demons were
school.
all around me. The freaking high school girls that had to deal with. Gosh, I couldn't relate to them at all. They were the freaking demons.
Well, that's why you summon
Yeah, I feel
demons to
that.
get rid of the high school girls around you.
Because the demons are better than them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to. Isn't that basically what Yashiro did?
I'd
Not the
summon
summon
Mia
though.
Tsukasa.
Oh god.
Anyways,
But this is apparently an isolated part of school, and they're about to perform some sort of ritual based on some rumor that they heard. So first
Hey,
they,
Emmy, what are those flowers?
yo, Amy, what are those
ah,
flowers?
they're chrysanthemums.
What do they
And what
mean,
did they
Emmy?
mean?
What do they mean?
They're funeral flowers.
Good, thanks, Emmy.
So they place those flowers on the desk, and they have to write their names on some gate, a Tory gate, on a piece of paper, flip them down, and then join with their hands joined and their backs to each other in a triangle. Same ritual as the last time. It's pretty similar. But once they summon the spirit, apparently they started using a singular to refer to the spirit. In this ritual, I'm not sure why. Before it was a them, and then now it was a singular person. But
I suspect what was going on there is that the Japanese text didn't have any pronouns. Like
Yeah, I
it
think
wasn't
so.
using any pronouns to refer to what was going on, but like the translation didn't allow for not using pronouns, so they had to use
ah
they them.
Yeah,
okay,
singularly them.
cool.
Tsukasa is
That explains that.
non-binary, confirmed?
I'll take
Those
it,
are
sure.
they, it pronouns?
But apparently they confirm it this time. Before the name was Blacktoe, but now we know the person they were trying to summon before. And now it's a Casa,
Mhm.
unfortunately. And the paper begins to bleed. I'm
The
not
paper
sure.
has its
What
period.
that yeah, but that's the end of the chapter.
Oh my gosh. So obviously Tsukasa's still a supernatural
Yep, that's concerning.
with his
They
own
didn't fix
summoning
shit.
ritual now.
They didn't fix shit.
At least in our original timeline, Tsukasa was like mostly like originally he was mostly powerless. He's been gaining more power over the series, obviously. But
Mhm.
he was originally powerless like because of what Hanako had done to suppress him, but now he's got his own ritual and everything. Like he's making paper bleed.
He's
Just
making paper have its time of the month.
yeah,
Crazy.
just in the process of being summoned, like Tsukasa might be very scary in this timeline.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
seem good. That seems very foreboding.
Yeah,
They
which
might they
means
made
this
things worse.
timeline.
They not only didn't fix things, they made things worse.
And my thought is that, you know, at the start of the chapter, they show Hanako like watching this ritual take place and then just kind of walking away with a smile. I suspect that
Mhm.
he's probably the one that started the rumor.
You know what? Yeah,
Oh,
that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out why he was, you know.
someone would have had to start the rumor, so it makes sense that Amane would have been the one to start the rumor that brought his
Mhm.
brother back as a supernatural.
Yep.
But then the question becomes why,
Yep.
and that's never
Yep.
figure out
Yeah.
with the information we have.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like once again, we don't even like know what originally happened, like for
Yeah.
sure. So now we have a
Mhm.
changed version of that. So of course we're not going to be able to know what that is when we don't even know what the original story is.
Me desperately looking at every panel of adult Amane trying to extrapolate information on what could have happened. I've waited so long, there must be details between the lines.
Microscope.
They wrote the story in the line art.
It's in there. I'm gonna find it.
I just need a strong enough microscope.
Classroom 2 to 2, that must mean something.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's sad is that I actually went through. I would have actually probably done that like 2 years ago.
Panel by panel.
Started theorizing on
Yeah.
TVHK. I would have probably done that.
Yep.
So
Oh,
we make fun
man.
of it now, but
We can make fun of it because we were the ones doing that.
Exactly. Yeah, we have the right.
We're making fun of ourselves. It's
Yep.
okay.
yep.
I'm really good at that. Okay, are we taking
So-
questions now, or
We can take questions if people have questions. Feel free to ask questions in the chat.
But what do you guys think that changed though in the past?
Oh,
Or-
that's what did they change?
Wait, firstly,
even
what
know what
time? What
happened.
time did they go back to? Was
Well-
it
Like definitely Amane's time, but I don't know specifically. What would it be? Probably probably
So we know Amane is alive, right? We can start there. So
Yeah.
Amane didn't kill himself, but Tsukasa, just by the imagery, is he probably still died young, right?
yeah.
Yep, seems like it.
Okay. That's where I end.
Okay. My thought is that I think just based on, how ominous they're making Tsukasa right now, he's probably still like whatever they did was post Red House stuff, probably.
Yeah,
Because
makes sense.
it seems like Tsukasa is still evil, which means he probably still merged with the Red House spirit as a kid. So whatever they did would have been closer to when Tsukasa died and Amane would have died.
Which I would have assumed, yeah.
Probably specifically the festival where they're talking about fixing the clock. Like, that's got to be related. They wouldn't have shown us that at the beginning if it wasn't related.
Yeah, yeah.
And KG, I am with you. I want to see Teacher Amane's face.
Yes, I'm also with that.
We probably will because, at some point there's going to be a picture and Nene's going to see the picture and she's like, whoa, that looks like an adult Amane. I wonder if that is his father.
If that is his father. Yes, yeah, you
Oh
know
my
what?
God.
Yes, that should be your prediction. Or not, maybe not next chapter, but like eventually in this arc, she's
Yeah.
gonna see a picture of adult Amane and be like, ah, yes,
And then
Hanako's dad!
And then when
Hanako's dad.
when Sushikomori explains that his name is Amane Yugi, he's like, oh, so Hanako's father gave him the same name.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have the same name,
you
yeah.
know what would be really funny though? Like the funniest thing, if she sees a picture of like adult Amane and is like, "Oh, that's a hot guy there. Like that is a hot guy." And then Spider Sensei comes up and is like, "Oh yes, that was my colleague Amane." And then she's just like, "Oh, what? What?" It's like, I just called Hanako hot. What?
She shouldn't be that surprised. She was planning on confessing to him.
She was. But
Come
she
on, come on.
never admitted that he was a hot guy.
True. So one of these scenarios must happen. They must.
They
have
must.
to. So that's our prediction, basically.
That's our Hana Nene prediction.
I'm happy with that
Mhm.
prediction. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be good times.
Oh my gosh. I
Ugh.
But
still
yeah,
hope
I
it
think
goes the route of Hanako's dead.
Okay, I think either one of those are going to be
I
comedy
want
gold.
I want that because oh my gosh.
from
I need
from Hanako's descendant to Hanako's ancestor.
Yeah,
There we go.
basically. You know what? If she specifically says ancestor, I might die. Like, I will keel over and die.
Is this Hanako's ancestor?
Oh my
Nene,
god.
you haven't grown at all. You've learned
Uh,
nothing.
you're classic Nene, never change.
Oh, something we brushed over. What would be Ko's role in all of this? Is he in this
Hmm.
arc at all?
Well, he's not
Would he
yet.
be a part of this arc?
Not
He
yet. I mean, he could be because they implied that like people can get their memories back from the old timeline if they're jogged.
mhm.
So
Yeah, so
so
Ko might.
potentially he could be. Yeah,
I hope he is. I love Ko.
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
he
he's
he did have
reliable.
like a pretty big spotlight, in the recent
The
arc,
last
but
couple
like
arcs.
yeah, the last couple arcs, yeah. But
KG,
like
do you think the other school mysteries changed in the new timeline? We know some of them must have changed because we saw May alive.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So there's definitely a different. What was she? Number four? Yeah, number four.
Yeah,
4.
she's done before.
Shishima was number four, so that can't be the same. Number three is probably the
He's probably the
original
same.
one, like the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raven
probably. Yeah, the
thing, whatever
bird.
that was. I'm going to assume Spider. Well, we know Spider Sensei's still around. We've
Yep,
seen him. Um,
yep.
Yako probably still the same because
Yeah, I don't
she
know why
was,
she would have changed.
yeah, she was older than Amane's stuff.
Yeah,
Number 6 is probably still the same as well,
yeah,
unfortunately, because he's still neglecting.
But he
Um,
hasn't eaten his girlfriend in this
yeah.
timeline.
we don't know that.
No,
We
no,
don't know that.
we do know that because
We
the only reason Sumire got into contact with number six was because of what Hanako and Nene did. If they weren't
Yep.
involved, then those two never crossed paths.
Yeah, so in this timeline,
True,
she's
he's
just stuck in
yeah,
that part of the boundary still.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
still
He
reliving
probably
her
died right
death
now.
day. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. She's being tossed off a cliff at this moment as we speak.
So
Thank goodness.
basically, any of the mysteries that like were mysteries before the whole Amane Tsukasa thing happened are
Yeah,
probably
they're probably
still the
still
same.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And number 3 is probably still that Miro guy.
I
Yep.
would I would
And
love to know who number seven is now. Who's
Yeah,
in
that's
charge?
interesting.
that's true.
Because it's not Hanako, obviously, but someone's got to be in charge.
Yep.
I hope it's not Tsukasa.
If it is, that would be
Oh my
wild.
god,
I would
that'd be
actually love
crazy.
that.
Please. Please. That would just make things like so much worse
we
than the
know
original timeline.
we know he's a
Oh my god.
supernatural. We know he has a rumor right now, so it's
Oh, but
possible.
there's no way though. Like I think number 1 would do something about that if he was number 7.
Well, the thing about what number one did, right, is that they went back in time. They changed one thing, and then they said they went into the clock so that they could return to the present. So in theory, they're not living through all that time that they changed.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, that's weird to think about.
So they
Oh,
wouldn't
so
know
they're
if Tsukasa was still around.
oh, okay. So wait, when did they come? What was the condition that they come out? And again, was Akane supposed to let them out?
Yeah, Kane lets them out.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
So, oh my gosh, I swear if Akane finds out that Tsukasa's this that is number 7, oh my god.
I hope so. Oh, it would be
Please,
so
that would be
good.
so just the clock keepers just have no idea how badly they fuck things up.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thought. What about Sakura and Natsuhiko? I'm hmm. That's a hard one. I would assume Sakura's still around somehow, and
Yeah.
Natsuhiko's probably still there too, but they may
Hmm.
just like not reappear at all until things have been changed.
But
Yeah.
doesn't Sakura still have her same goals? Oh,
I'm sure she does, yeah.
Yeah.
that's not good.
It's especially not good if she's still recruiting Tsukasa for it, and Tsukasa is now the leader of the
Much more
mysteries.
powerful. Like
Just
got the Red House entity and is leader of the Seven
I
Mysteries. Like,
feel like
oh no.
I feel like they have to make this world worse than the last world. Like they have to do something to make it worse. It's
A
been
good way to
too
do
good
that would
so
be
far.
Tsukasa just having more
Being
power.
number
yeah,
seven. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That'd be great. I like especially the girl that they were saying someone Tsukasa before, but she's now out of she's now missing in action.
it definitely
That's just
definitely solves the moral quandary of do you even want to change the past if the outcome in the change timeline is better? Well, if it's worse, then obviously you want to change it.
Yep.
mhm.
It is interesting though because if this is a worse timeline, then that the implication is that Hanako dying created the best outcome. Like whatever he did was for the best outcome.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I like that. I like the idea that, the tragedy that happened was one that had to happen to create a better outcome for the entire future.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
Cuz
that.
yeah, that's a heavy idea. I want it.
This manga is really good at dealing with heavy ideas.
It makes you think. It really
Oh
does.
yeah.
Which
I
is
wonder
funny
if
considering we just saw a guy explode from hearing his crush is engaged.
Yeah, it really makes you think. Oh, it's
I
so
wonder if
deep and also so silly at the same time.
Mhm.
I wonder if Amane killed his brother in this timeline too.
That's a good
I do
question.
wonder that
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I don't know.
is.
because I was thinking that maybe um I actually I don't really know because if Amane killed his brother, he would have to know that supernatural beings existed. If he wanted to start the rumor in order to give Tsukasa a foothold in the current world, I don't know if he. I'm just theorizing in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I'd probably need like some more information to make
Hmm.
something concrete, to be honest.
I think
But it's just where my mind was
Tsukasa
leading me.
I think Tsukasa would have offed himself. That's just my theory.
Hmm.
Just no solid proof behind it, just based on what
It's
Tsukasa's like.
just based on vibes.
Yeah, vibes. It's just like, he's kind of character that would only ever go out on his own terms. Like we've even talked about how probably Tsukasa's the one that goaded Amane into killing him somehow.
Yeah, that makes
Because it's
sense.
just so much so that Tsukasa does things on his own terms.
Mhm.
And also, he was just so
Oh,
excited as a little kid learning that his brother was going to kill him. He was so
So
happy.
excited.
oh, you remember the last thing that the clock keepers heard before they went back in time was that they don't know if the person who returned was Tsukasa. When Amane was basically explaining that he doesn't know if Tsukasa was really the person who returned or if it was somebody who possessed Tsukasa or masquerading as Tsukasa.
Yeah.
So they probably went back there, but they still failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever they did, it was probably a failure, and I can't wait to see how much of a failure it was.
Oh gosh.
And it's going to be a fun time with it too, because then, they're going to have to confront the clock keepers eventually, probably in the past, and then they're going to have to be like, yo, what you did was wrong. And then they're going to be like, oh, I guess we just found the wrong point. Let's go. We'll find the right
Let's go
point this
further
time.
back. All right.
And then they'll have to be like, no, smack them across the face. Bad.
I'm just imagining Yashiro smacking Kako and Mirai in the face.
Oh
Yeah,
god. And some gears flying off.
she would. Nene
Just
smacking
leans down to just smack Mirai and then like jumps to smack Kako.
smacking them with a daikon specifically.
Well, that just makes me imagine her kicking them in the face.
See, that's the imagery. She can't actually kick Kako in the face because he's too tall, so she'll just smack him with a daikon.
Ah, I see.
So it's
And then
like
she
kicking
just,
him in the
but
face.
she can kick Mirai if she's on the ground and just
She can
kick her
kick
across
Mirai.
the room,
Yeah.
like a soccer ball.
She'll be fine. She's a mechanical creature. It's fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll
We can
probably
put her
just
back
fucking run
together.
over. She's
Kaku will
she's
fix
not
her up,
sane.
Uh, so, anyways,
Good
immediate
talks,
next
good talks.
chapter predictions. We've made general predictions, but what about
Um,
specifically next chapter?
Uh, well, probably Akane looking into the whole Tsukasa thing. Don't know if he's gonna figure anything out yet, but we'll probably see the beginnings of that, maybe.
I'm going
I'm
to bet
thinking,
that we're going to follow Nene around as she tries to figure something out
Yeah,
in
I think
her
that'll
own
probably be the
dopey
yeah,
most
dumb
that's
of
what
way.
it.
I was about to say that actually.
Yeah.
Are we going
That's
to
probably
follow
gonna be
Nene?
most of it. But like, I don't know. Sometimes we have POV splits in chapters,
Yeah.
so
I hope there'll be a POV split. I hope
yeah,
they blindside us with one and it's like one we don't expect, like we're just going to jump to the past all of a sudden
Oh my god, that
halfway
would be
through
cool.
halfway through the chapter and we're Amane's POV now.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
Because
amazing.
right now we're in basically the rise in action of this story. So um basically we need to of this arc. So we need to start gathering some more information. So
Mhm.
Nene is going to go. She's going to get some more information, leading
Yeah.
up to the point where Sakasa, after summoning, um, happens. Something occurs at that point that would lead to like the climax of the arc.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Mhm. I don't know. I think next chapter is definitely going to be just information gathering, and that's why I think like POV split between Akane and Yashiro, just gathering information, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Maybe we'll get Ko back. That'll be a
That
curveball.
yeah,
If
that would be a curveball. Would
We
just
need Ko
sudden
back
next
really.
chapter Ko POV, he's regaining his memories somehow.
that would be
Like he's having nightmares about Mitsuba dying, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
that would be cool.
And I'm so proud of how Cole has grown, to be honest, because his little piss baby phase when he was like trying
Little
to
piss baby.
overcompensate for being, Teru's brother in like chapter 3 trying to capture Hanako versus the who he is now. I'm so proud of him and his growth. He's
You
my
know,
little
of all the
character.
characters in the manga, I think Ko is probably the one that's gone through the most growth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I feel like I could rely on Cole. I
I
feel
could,
like he's a
yeah.
reliable character.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would call Ko as my, one friend to call in a game show, you know?
Yeah,
I'd want
yeah.
his support.
True.
It's like he's not the smartest, but he's definitely reliable.
Yeah. Like I don't know how he's going to help, but he'll find a
At
way.
least. You wouldn't want to call up Nene for a game show. She'd say the wrong answer every time.
Well,
Every
No
time.
matter
maybe
how simple the answer is.
maybe that would help though. You could reverse psychology it. You could call Nene and be like, "What do you think
True.
the answer is?" And she'd give you the answer, and it's like, "Okay, so the answer is not that."
Yeah, you could use her like elimination,
Yeah.
basically.
Like, thank you for eliminating one of my options. I'm glad.
What?
You're reliably
God.
wrong, Nene. Good
You're
job.
so reliably wrong. Good job. This podcast is just slowly becoming bully Nene.
Okay, well, she brings it on herself.
She does, but still.
She'll rise from the ashes, you know? Maybe she'll prove us wrong next chapter. Maybe she'll be real smart and detective like.
No, I'm just imagining Nene like trying to be all detective like and completely failing.
She's gonna get herself an actual, like, Sherlock Holmes hat and start going around like a little
One of
fake
those
pipe.
one of those fake pipes that like blows bubbles.
Yeah, gonna get herself a bubble pipe.
Oh my gosh, I need that.
I do. I want artwork of that. If
That reminds me of that one AU
AU.
thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, the official one.
Yeah, there was one.
Was it the upper one? No, it wasn't the upper one.
It's Phantom Thief AU, that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has a magnifying glass and everything. Here, let me share this. I love this one.
Oh yeah, that's adorable.
Right?
I need that.
It's so cute.
This is basically what we're talking about.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Doesn't have the tie, but-
Perfect. Yeah.
yeah.
Detective Nene on the case. Good luck. We're rooting for you with trepidation, but we are rooting.
Yeah, there's this one with Tsukasa too. It's adorable.
All right. I think we're just about wrapped up. We did all our predictions and stuff. We went through the chapter. Anyone have any more questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I had to give it a moment.
Well, dun, dun, dun,
Du,
dun,
du, du.
dun.
What's this? A key?
A key.
Art.
Uh,
Sorry, I was looking at art of.
Please, guys, come on, guys,
Look,
come
she has
on.
a key. She has
oh,
a key.
she does.
Look.
You're right.
Look, a key.
It's not even the right key.
Look at Ida
It's
Eero
it's
leaving us
still a
all these
key.
hints.
The key might not even exist in this timeline, guys.
It does.
Come on, wake up, sheep, wake up.
Why would it not exist?
The key is eternal.
You think the clock keepers took the key and like disintegrated or something?
No, like I said, it was a key to his locker, right? But he doesn't need a locker in this timeline. Okay? See, that's it. The key's not important, guys. Not important.
The key is immortal. The key shall live forever.
He lives forever.
Please.
Long live the key.
Long live the key!
God, let's not start a religion here.
We already did.
It's been a religion. What do you mean?
Join the cult, Kathy. Join the cult.
Key cult.
And with that public service message, I think it's about time to wrap up this podcast.
Yep.
I think. Let's see, checking the date. Next month is a day early. It's
Hooray!
May
That's
17th, which means we get it on the 16th. So look forward to that. I am very much looking forward to that because I
Yes,
want to
so
see where this goes.
Yep.
The story's
Yes,
getting very interesting.
This is very interesting.
All right. And hopefully we will see you all then at that time. And maybe, a few more people. Maybe I should announce a little bit sooner. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just a little bit. I will try and be more proactive in my announcing next month. I promise. All right. Thank you guys for joining. We shall see you next time.